Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Bright and sunny day today. Right, this video is about the 6 top tips for passing your driving test, and they're nice and simple, easy to remember. The main thing for your driving test is the night before, make sure you get good sleep and a light breakfast a couple hours before your test appointment. Number 2, when you arrive there, make sure you arrive on time. You take deep breaths. If you need to go to the toilet, make sure you go to the toilet. Number 3, stay focused and motivated. Take it like a driving lesson, as if you are on a driving lesson. Tip number 4, plan, anticipate earlier on the road. Be aware of hazards, cyclists. If you think they're going to pull out, anticipate and drive focused, cautiously. Number 5 is the main tip, and it's the main ingredients for passing a driving test, and that is MSPSL, the mirror signal position speed look routine, which the examiner follows on every junction, every turn you take. Also blind spots to move away safely. These are the crucial ingredient for passing a driving test, and when the examiner sits with you, this is the routine they go by. Number 6, do not assume the examiner is ticking you for faults. They tick things on their iPad, say you're doing a particular thing. So for example, if the examiner asks you to pull up in a safe and convenient place, he may be ticking that as a tick off to say that he stopped you there. He's not necessarily ticking a fault. So don't assume too much into what the examiner is actually doing on his iPad. I'm going to give you a quick little demonstration of the MSPSL and blind spot, because these are the crucial things that they require in driving for each junction, whether you're turning at a crossroad, whether you're turning at approaching a roundabout, whether you're at T-junctions or merging left or right, whether you're approaching turning left or right. They go by the MSPSL routine. The MSPSL routine, what is it? It's mirror, signal, position, speed equals gear change, and looking is for observation when you are dealing with a junction. And it's an extended version of the MSM routine, which is mirror, signal, maneuver. So these are the 6 top tips for your driving test, and they will help you in passing your test. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of the MSPSL routine and how it's used on each and every type of junction, whether you are emerging on a crossroad, whether you are approaching turning left on a roundabout, whether you are approaching turning left or right. So I'm going to give you a quick demonstration. I'm going to fasten my seatbelt, starting the engine up. Selecting first gear, biting point, checking my interior mirror to see if everything's clear behind me, and if I think it is, then I will do the mirror signal and check my blind spot last as I move off. So it's all linked within the same time as me moving off. For speed check, mirror check, I'm checking the interior mirror, changing my gear as I'm increasing the speed. And I'm approaching a crossroad junction shortly. I am going to be turning left. The routine will start off about 6 to 8 car lengths before the junction, which is roughly about here. So here I'm going to do my mirrors to the left and signal, starting with interior mirror and door mirror. And my positioning is slightly to the left. As I approach, I slow. Just as I get my position, I'm going to do the speed, which is gear change to first gear. Then I'm looking, which is the observation. I'm looking right. On crossroads, you look ahead, and I'm looking to the left. And as I leave, I'll be looking to the right again. Joining the major road there. As I pick my speed up, interior mirror check for speed check, mirror check, and second gear. Mirror check for third gear change. Driving along at 25 miles an hour, approaching a roundabout, which I'm going to be taking the first exit left. So I'm going to do my mirrors about now, at the same time on my brake, doing my signal, approaching, the gear, and I'm checking and observing to the right. So there I've done MSPS, and I'm changing the gear change now. I'm looking to see if it's okay, and I'm pulling off. Interior mirror check for gear change, picking the speed up. Another mirror check there for changing gear again, and I'm driving along at 28-30 miles per hour. Now I'm going to be approaching turning left. Interior mirror, left door mirror, signal position is correct. Now for the gear change, which is speed, changing down to second gear, and I'm approaching turning left. And that was MSPSL. If I'm going to pull up, I'm doing mirrors, signal, and pulling in, which is the MSN routine. So each and every turn I took there, I actually did the MSPSL routine. Now the MSPSL routine can differ slightly. For example, you may come across situations where you're turning left and there's a junction before it, there's a street on the left before it, and you can't signal early. So you would be able to do the mirrors, and just as you pass the junction, you would be able to do the signal. While you're doing this, you would be on the foot brake at the same time. Then once you've got your position, so for example, if there's more than one lane, if there's a lane for turning left, you change your position to left, or if you're turning right, you change your position to the right. That's what the P stands for. Now in some cases you may not have to change your position, you may already have the correct position. Then you have the gear change, which is speed equaling gear change. Then you are looking to see if it's safe. So that again now is MSPSL. Now in some cases the routine can differ slightly. For example, if you're turning left, you already have the correct position, but you're doing the mirror signal. It's still good to run through the routine in your mind, because then you are ticking it off and you're doing it, and you're not going to miss anything. Often learning drivers, what they do is they do the routine wrong and they make mistakes from it. For example, they will come to the end of a junction, they may signal, they might not check the mirrors, and they're also looking into the road, doing their observation, which comes last, and they're not prepared to take the turn because they haven't done the position correctly, they haven't changed the gear, and they will emerge into a road with the wrong gear, often the case second gear, and they're forgetting to go into first gear and they stall, which will result in a serious fall. And remember, if you click the link on my other videos, you will see what the two types of stalls are and which ones are failable and which ones are marked as a fault. So these were left turns. Right turns, the process is the same. You still do the mirror signal, your position will change to the center, and you would do your gear change, and then you would look to observe. So the key point to passing your test is the MSPSL and blind spots, because the MSPSL routine is used at every junction they give you, and that's what they are interested in, along with your driving safely and having the vehicle under control. There you go, folks. I hope that gave you some tips on passing your driving test. If you like that video, hit the like, subscribe, switch on your notifications. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.